Hi, my name is Butler and I'm a recent graduate currently working as a building environmental scientist at BRANZ. I graduated from Victoria University in 2019 with a Master of Building Science, producing a thesis that aimed to look at the health of our existing housing stock in my final year. Afterwards, I was fortunate enough to be offered a role in BRANZ's carbon group, where we aim to develop solutions to decarbonising New Zealand's buildings and implementing those solutions into our industry. To meet the goals of the Zero Carbon Act, there are three key things that we need to be doing. We need to fill knowledge gaps about the solutions we need to decarbonise our buildings and what barriers we will face when trying to implement those solutions. We also need to engage with and transform the industry and make sure that those solutions are actually being implemented. And we also need to collaborate to ensure that the solutions we develop suit the needs of all people in our industry. A big part of what I've been doing in my role so far is helping establish what low carbon housing looks like in the New Zealand context. From the work I've contributed so far, we can already see that the importance that house size, water heating and plug loads and the use of low or negative embodied carbon materials plays when we're trying to design net zero carbon houses. I've also been conducting life cycle assessments on typical housing construction types to try and identify what the most carbon efficient solutions are. Another key role I have at BRANZ is helping build carbon capability and climate literacy in the industry. I've been doing this by helping develop tools that the industry can use to better understand the environmental impact of their buildings and providing training for those tools. For example, I go into architecture firms and train them to use BRANZ's building lifecycle assessment tool, LCAQuick, with the aim of making LCA a typical part of the design process. I'm also helping develop an Excel-based tool that designers can use to compare the carbon emissions from typical housing construction types to help designers make more informed, carbon responsible design decisions. So far, my role hasn't really focused on collaboration in the way that I want it to. Today's young professionals are the people who will ultimately shape and live in our zero carbon future, and I'd like to expand my current work towards them. This is where I think the Future Thinker of the Year award could really help me contribute to this goal by giving me the opportunity to educate and be educated by my peers. Receiving this award would enable me to create opportunities that young professionals can use to learn about the impacts that buildings have on the environment and discuss their ideas about what solutions we could implement. For example, I would help mentor students at BRANZ's ArcEng Build competition, and I would also attend industry events communicating the issues that young people care about to a diverse audience, or taking learnings from those events back to young people so that they have access to knowledge that they otherwise wouldn't. Thank you to NZGBC for providing me with this opportunity.